face sash doesn't appear to even have that.
On the banks of the Mississippi River, Baton Rouge, Louisiana, a storied venue, and soon the fog will rise off the Big Muddy, and will it also bring a victory for the beloved Bayou Bengals, Tiger Stadium, home of LSU. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Huskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. Line gets set, first down. Handoff from the shotgun. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Now he's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. Well, LSU receivers are known for their swagger, and that is swagger well earned after that one.
You go outside and you make plays. Like, listen, you have swag, you have confidence, and you usually get a little bit loud, Reese, and be like, listen, feed me the rock. So many great LSU receivers.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense. And this defense wanted to get off the field on the opening drive, keep the offense from establishing momentum. They did better than that. They took the ball away.
Yeah, you got to set the tone, right, on defense. Early in this game on the opening drive, you're trying to kind of draw a line in the sand saying, look, This is who we are. This is what we came to do. We're going to be more physical, and we're going to take the foot.
And he breaks into the open. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes his connection. And he'll be marked down right there, still short of the first down. LSU right back to the line. Out of the shotgun on third down. Caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. Turns it on in midfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
Got his man on the right. Puts him in the spinner, still running. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's a really nice play there. The thing about this guy, he forces the defense to have to stay disciplined. You just can't take a play off. He reminds me of an old LSU quarterback that I used to play against, Herb Tyler. He was a guy that could hurt you throwing the ball, but he was also shifty and he could extend plays. We had a great defense at Florida, full of NFL dudes, but he just never let you feel comfortable because of his athleticism and his dynamic ability. This guy has a little bit of that too.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on second down. They'll give it to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22. Ball's at the 22. 3rd and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? This is a designed run. Tackle is made after the first down.
Well, I don't know what the quarterback saw on that last play, but he made a pretty quick decision that he was just going to tuck it and run it, and his offensive coordinator is glad he did. How about the speed by the QB on that play?
Steps away. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, they'll take to the air. Able to make the grab, but could not keep the feet in.
Incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Quarterback will keep it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. LSU quick to the line. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Tigers will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Melton. He's going for a big play downfield. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Looking for more room. The tag. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan has the lead right now, but it hasn't come easy for the folks in Ann Arbor. They're in a tight one. They're up by 7 over Boise State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Looking downfield, it's Melton. Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Huskers come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Trying to find his man on first down. Keeps the play going. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Give that guy a lot of credit, man. He was able to somehow avoid that sack, but nobody open downfield, throws it away.
Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Dialing up a second down pass play. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter.
LSU 14, Nebraska 7.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Snap it to the back. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And that is so demoralizing for a defense. You played so well on first and second down, and then you have a breakdown on third. This defense has got to be better the next time they're faced in that situation.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on first and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was
literally sending 3 and getting instant pressure, bro. Like, what am I supposed to do? You're sending 3 and getting instant pressure.
Setting up a big decision here on fourth.
This game is so fucking garbage.
51-yard field goals, not really unreasonable in terms of range, but they'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down.
Sending 3 and getting instant fucking pressure. That's why I quit playing this game. Has nothing to do with your dumb ass. You're sending 3 and you're just getting instant pressure. You're sending 3 and getting fucking instant pressure. I can't even drop back and throw a fucking pass. That's how bad this dumbass fucking game is. This is why I quit fucking playing it.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. make this defense think, put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Rides to the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine. He might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's
going to take a shot.
Chuck and play.
Toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions.
Well, I guess since we just rush 3 and get instant pressure, I just got to do some weird, dumb shit that I don't even want to run. Run this shit.
Here comes the Nebraska offense.
Dumbass fucking game.
There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives.
We're just going to rush 3 and get instant pressure. Like, what other fucking choice do I have? I got to run this dumbass shit.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
First down for this offense. They'll leave it with him.
Gotta run this dumbass shit.
After the pickup of 9, it's
So I can't drop back and fucking make a read. I gotta deal with 8 men in coverage and instant pressure.
You can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man. You are doing just that.
Leaves it with the running back. He's run
So
out
we'll
of
just
bounds.
take the easy way out.
Play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Well, when you talk Nebraska football, it always comes down to their ability running it on offense, whether it's the option or whether it's conventional. They've got a long and illustrious history of great running backs, and this guy is on the field for a reason. His vision, his ability to make people miss, run with toughness, he can do it all.
It's complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense.
It's crazy how I can make a rewind time.
Well, we see
Crazy
another
as
catch
fuck.
by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
The give to the tailback. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. The Huskers want to pick up the tempo. Back to throw, it's Melton. Looking to the big tight end.
User.
Right on the money to the outside. He dragged
Forgot about that.
How about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And the Huskers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Not much room. He gets 1 down to the 7.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. They're such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
On the option. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Husker. Lining up to add another.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
He'll bring it out. And the returner will be brought down. first down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. He's taking the shot.
No.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it.
Nope.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
This is a point where you just.
But I'm rushed ready to get pressure. I have to send 6. I can't just send 3 and put 8 in coverage and get instant pressure. I got to send 6.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. On his way from around the field.
Get out. 99
and
speed.
The punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground.
Game is trash, bro. Game is trash. Look what I got to resort to. Because 3 men get instant pressure. Look what I got to resort to because 3 men get instant pressure.
They got to stop. And
shit is crazy as fuck.
Break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now on the move. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. On the option. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play. From that spot on the field, this is the area that we expert commentators call no man's land.
Somebody forgot they had the cue.
You have to go for it. You're in a situation where you're in field goal range for maybe elite kickers, but dude, go for it.
Oh, that is such great fucking defense. You put him in a squat. Wow. That was some great fucking adjustments. See, that's the type of shit. That's the type of shit I fucking.
And that's just excellent.
That's good fucking.
Nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety.
Have no complaints.
Nobody open. And if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it. Unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the heels.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it.
That has got to be. You have got to be either a sack or a pick 6.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to pass on second down. Going deep.
No, fucking, that's 94 speed.
But not before the big pickup and the first down. They'll use a timeout right before
It's so
halftime.
fucking.
Maybe time for one or two
Swear
more
to
plays.
God, it's the most ass video game I've ever played. Here comes the break.
LSU lining up first and goal.
Maybe it's inside zone.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. On second down, wants to throw it. Going for 6. It falls in.
They gave him a second.
Find his man for 6.
That is such a bad read, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
And they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Totally.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big...
All kinds of room to the right. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Nebraska. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. These running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll go with the 5 wide out set on 2nd and 7. A run for the quarterback.
He got to phone me, bro. If we're just running this gas QB power shit, he got to phone me.
And he's got the first down.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
They'll throw it on first down.
I'm picking that. I'm picking that if they let him get it off.
Trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Wants to throw on second down. He's going up top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Motion from the offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Using the quick game. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. LSU right back to the line. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Well, the upside is you could get a first down. The downside is you could blow the game going for it inside your own 30. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Blasted as he lets it go.
Give me that shit.
And he is finding
Give me that shit.
open defenders.
Give me that shit. Give me that shit. Fuck that bitch. Fuck off.
Touchdown, Cornhuskers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
Man, that could not have gone any worse. You're thinking 4th down, go for it. Well, even if you don't get it, you turn the ball back to their offense. Not that. You throw a pick, and they turn it back all the way for a touchdown and get points. That is a disaster for this offense.
From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for 1st down. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
That's a really nice job holding that pass in, and you think LSU has just been such a breeding ground in recent years for receivers. Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, OBJ, Jarvis Landry, they all have the ability to make a play anywhere on the field, and that's what this guy can do. You can line him up anywhere. He can run routes at all 3 levels of the secondary. The defense has to know where he is lined up every single play.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets to him and snuffs out the 2, and they will draw no closer here. So much for playing field position. It's just a one-score game here in the third, and they're lining up for an onside kick. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got
running toward the tape. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
After a play like that, you have to get it in the end zone on this drive. Feeling some heat.
Rush 3 is some pressure. It's wild.
The Cornhuskers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, that's a phenomenal individual effort getting that sack. What a dominant play. And I'll tell you, playing here at Death Valley, a play like that now is going to get this crowd hyped up. And that's something as an opposing quarterback you do not want. Take it from me. I know it from experience. I remember my true freshman year playing at night here in Death Valley. That was the first time in my life I understood what the term hostile environment meant. This place is scary when the crowd gets involved, and that sack right there is going to light them up.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Husker.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field. When I run that post route, the QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough for the first, and he's still going.
He got a fumble, bro. We're sending 6. He's blocking 5. That's all I'm going to say. Might as well be sending 7.
Now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
He'll send out 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 4. Quarterback keeps it. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Tigers have this offense rolling. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
I mean, what a great route by the wide receiver. You talk about leaving everybody in the dust. I mean, he left everybody behind him, runs the corner route, and to be honest, I mean, there is nobody stopping him.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback checking the play. Going up top on 1st down. Quarterback now breaking the field. It's incomplete and will change into the field now.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Nebraska 35, LSU 23.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Gonna let it fly.
Give me that shit.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Shoots it to the left.
He's wide open, bro.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. They'll run it to the right. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Melton. Throws to the wide
Great
out.
game.
And it's
Man.
intercepted, maybe
Thought he was gonna
breathing
leave
a
him
little
alone.
life into this team. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force it.
Can't argue with that.
You still
Good
got to score
dude.
twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, the running back has it. Tough, hard-nosed running. He got 3, but he needed 4. It's 4th down and 1. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Touchdown, LSU!
That would have been a dirty drop. I'm gonna be honest with you,
They
that was a
found
dirty
that 6
fucking drop.
points waiting on him. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get the ball back.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Ready to go back to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he...
Here's an interception.
He's burned by 5 fucking yards.
Going the other way,
Get the fuck out of here. He's burned by 5 fucking yards. Look at how bad this game is, dude. He underthrows that. He's burned by 5 fucking yards. Playing cover 0, cover 1, bringing his deep safety up. Just gets burnt, torched.
Boy, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Buys a little time with his feet. It's complete to the left.
Oh my god, he fucking did not just throw that back, fucking running the wrong way. Look at this. That's an accurate throw, though. This is an accurate throw. The arm angle doesn't even make sense.
And if they want to take the lead, can't be thinking field goal here. They'll need a touchdown to go up in the fourth.
Yep. QB power against the 6-man rush with 5 blockers. 7 even linebackers. 7 rushers, 5 blockers. Quarterback power right up the middle. That's how fucking lame you guys are. That's how terrible you fucking are.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. The snap sets up to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's got it for a 2-point conversion.
Oh my god, you guys are so fucking bad at this shit. It's crazy to me. The shit you get away with. It's fucking criminal.
Can only tie now with a field goal. Great job of execution.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return.
Absolute fucking garbage. Absolute fucking garbage can of a game.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little...
He's off to the races. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing into second level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out.
I don't even care if I win. It'll be okay.
It's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air, it's Melton. Getting some heat.
3-man rush, instant pressure.
Just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job of timing the blitz and calling it at a perfect moment when the offense was going to drop back and throw. They're able to get to him, hit him. They don't get the sack, but they do.
3-man rush, instant pressure.
And here we go, down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded.
Jesus fucking Christ.
They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. And they've put themselves in great shape to find a way to win this game in the waning seconds, Jesse.
And this is every quarterback's dream, right? You're down late in the game. You've got to be able to step up and lead your team. I can't wait to see how this guy responds.
No doubt. Already on their side of the field. Plenty of time left on the clock. Stay aggressive. This is your moment.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Melton. Quickly to the tight ends. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his 2nd catch of the game.
Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. The Huskers will move the sticks. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play looking at his sideline saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
Huge moment coming here as they try to punch it in and quiet this crazy, raucous crowd. Pulls it in.
Thank God he
small.
dropped it.
And the defense
He
had
didn't
that
drop
one
it.
well
Got it.
covered, just a
You got it,
short
caught
gain
it.
there. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Nebraska.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He wants to throw here on second down. Slips away.
Again, bro.
And that is how we will wrap this one up. We're at the midway point of the season, and after the show